Popular streamer in hot water after saying this.
But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Star Wars providing the world with some nostalgia.
In the classic Battlefront games.
And who broke the Walmart yodeling kid's heart? On to the first story for today, and it's about Hassan, a famous Twitch streamer, one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there actually, who's come out and said this.
A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. How out of touch are you, Hassan? You want to just sit there and play games on stream for 9 hours, just talking to people, getting people chuck money at you, donate it to you here and there. You think it's harder than getting up really early in the day, commuting to your work, sitting there, doing your work and coming back. Do you think that's harder? Do you really think that's harder? Absolutely outrageous. This is just some of the things that people have replied on Twitter to this story. Now, before we carry on, I just want to let you know, this clip was taken out of context, as you'd expect. It's social media. We'll just cut that bit there and that bit there. Leave out that part that provides the context and that makes it not seem as bad what he said. Let's take that bit and let's get a viral tweet. Just before we carry on, I do want to show you the actual full clip. Okay, this was something taken out of context. He did say what you saw in that last clip. However, he did mention it in this sort of context.
9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't do more social shit. That's my point. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people pleasing jobs would be very similar. Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like, after a while, you would be like, I don't want to talk ever again.
Before I go on to my next point, I do want to let you know that I have actually done a TikTok series basically explaining that streaming is a lot harder than it looks. And I think the reasoning for that series is proven dividends by the response to this video from Hassan. The responses are just like, you just sit on your bum all day and just play stream. Core blimey, that's really difficult, isn't it? But to do it where you can actually make it full time, it takes a lot of work and it's a lot harder than a lot of people give it credit for. Of course, there's an element of luck in there as well. However, people don't give the credit that it deserves, I believe. And that's why I created that TikTok series. And I've, a lot smaller than Hassan, literally minuscule, like tiny little speck of dust. Even I have had some backlash from that. I do understand what Hassan is saying. The psychological, draining process, or the mental draining process of streaming is probably greater than some jobs. That is a fact. Just because it's 9 to 5 and it's, it's contracted, etc. Like, I don't do it full time, you know what I mean? So this is different for me. I don't stream long hours such as like those streamers Hassan and things like that. However, there's people that don't understand that toll that can have on you. You've got people judging you, talking about you all the time in the chat, or you're doing certain things, there's going to be a response to what you've done. Those are things that you don't get necessarily with every 9 to 5 job. Him saying streaming is harder than a regular job, the social taxing of it, the social draining, the soul draining of streaming, it includes what's happening right now to his clip. His clip right now has been taken out of context, spread online, and everyone's giving him hate. Where do you get that anywhere else in the world? It is literally, that is proving his point. He's got to face all of these comments about him, his personality, him as a person, the way he looks, whatever. Everyone will call out you for anything on Twitter, on social media. Anything's fair game, apparently. He's got to deal with all that now based on something that he didn't actually say. People have interpreted what he said wrong because social media accounts are sharing it out of context, and now he's got to deal with the brunt of what he just said, especially when you go through like a 9-hour stream as well. People could nitpick anything you say within that 9-hour stream, take it out of context, because it's so easily done. The amount of clips that go viral of streamers taken out of context is unreal. That's just another contributing thing to what he's saying about the difficulty of it. Do you know what I mean? And Hassan did actually do a post responding to the criticism that he was getting for this comment, basically saying it's wild how this completely out of context clip made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about how much a 9-hour stream eats away at my social battery and how I can't socialize after, comparing it to my sales job before. I recognize how fortunate I am every day. And even after that response, he's still getting some comments from people still not understanding that it was taken out of context. And that's again just the social taxing thing about streaming and being in this people facing sort of line of work, if you want to call it that. Of course, it's not a regular job, and that's what he's calling out as well, but I just feel like he needs to be cut some slack, guys. And us streamers, we haven't got it easy. We haven't got it easy as streamers. On to some music now. I think it's the first time we've spoken about music on the Floppy's findings. We're going on to the Walmart yodeling kid who did this in 2018.
All of
The fact that some people might not actually know what that is because they're too young makes me feel very old. But moving on, there's Mason Ramsey, of course, the Walmart yodeling kid who became super viral after this video, like incredibly viral in 2018. I don't really listen to country music, so I'm not really in that world, but he's been making music for the years since he went viral and went on to the Ellen Show and things like that with that yodeling in Walmart. And he actually, at 17 years old now, obviously made that viral video when he was like 11 or something. He's 17 years old now and he's released a song that I actually kind of like and I saw on TikTok. It's called Blue Over You. And when I saw it, I was like, damn, who broke this kid's heart? I lost you, thought I had you, but you were never really mine. So I'm crying. Yeah, I'm dying. You're not next to me tonight. And if I could get that close, oh heaven only knows, I wouldn't be blue over you, blue over you. And I'll tell you what, Mason Ramsey, that's what we're witnessing there is a lyrical genius. It's actually a really deep song. It's really, really good. And I actually added it to my playlist, which I didn't think I would do. If you told me back in 2018 that you're going to add that little yodeling kid to your playlist one day, I'd have said, no way, Jose. I don't listen to that type of music. But now, in 2024, I'm listening to Blue Over You every day because I can relate to it. And what I wanted to talk about actually was how he used his internet virality when he was 10 and 11 to propel his music career. Of course, the yodeling kid went viral. Everyone used clips of it. He did a remix to Old Town Road, things like that. And what my point was, I don't necessarily interact with this music at all. Yeah, I've now seen him now. Of course, he's had some steady success from that, but he's massive. He's just generally massive. And how many times have you seen someone use their virality who get onto the Ellen Show? Like, who remembers the Damn Daniel and so many different social media people they got onto Ellen, obviously not a show anymore, but if you went on that, it was because you were that viral. And how many people have you seen keep that virality and use that to propel their career? And I really do respect it. Of course, I can imagine there's a team around him that made sure, because who at 11 years old or 10 years old is that switched on, especially within such a demanding field such as the music industry. I can't imagine he was calling the shots, and someone probably actually did see the success of him, sign him up and propel him from there. But I really like that, of course, as I want to be a content creator and things like that in that creative field, any creative field that you can think of, art, music, dance, whatever. It's so hard to get your foot in the door because it's so demanding. He took the success of his viral clip, used it to his benefit, and all props to him. Moving on to something else that also brought a tear to my eye, but not from sadness, but from laughter. Let's have a little look at this.
Floppy's finding off the weed.
Let go.
Floppy's finding off the weed.
Moving over to the final story of the day, we're going to gaming, where Star Wars is hitting everybody with a big fat wedge of nostalgia, remastering the 2004 and 2005 hit games Battlefront and Battlefront 2. They are just repackaging and putting it out there for people to buy. They are, for the 20th anniversary of the first game, re-releasing both of them with some new content. These games were a massive hit, but with these new additions, it could even be even better. I have seen a few people leave some comments about the graphics of the game, and people replying saying, bro, this came out in 2004, 2005. I was thinking about the amount of people that are so used to, with the younger generations that are so used to gaming with such beautiful graphics, with the PlayStation 5, PC gaming, things like that, new generations of consoles. They're so used to good graphics. So seeing these from 2004 to 2005, these graphics, they're probably really turning their nose up to them. But, for a lot of people, not even myself, I didn't play these games when I was a kid personally, but for a lot of people, this is a nostalgia hit that they can't wait to get their hands on. Although I didn't play the OG 2004-2005 Battlefronts, I did play the newer games made by EA, Battlefront and Battlefront 2, who just didn't get the success of the previous games, with a lot of things really bad about those games. So a lot of people are annoyed about them repackaging this 20th anniversary sort of OG remastered Battlefront 1 and 2 rather than making a Battlefront 3 that was better than the previous two that they actually never ended up making, which is really gutting for all our Star Wars and gaming fans out there. But while we're talking about nostalgia and games like this coming back out, I'm actually doing a new series on my Twitch channel as well as my second YouTube channel, Floppylegss Live, where I'm going to be playing some games that have a nostalgia hit for myself personally and games that you guys suggest that have a nostalgia hit for you, and we're going to find out if the game is actually good or if we only like it because of nostalgia. The series is going to be called Flopstalgia, manager, and it's going to be on my Twitch channel as well as edited videos on the YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, make sure you do so now and click the link in the bio that shows you all of my other content elsewhere, as well as the Twitch channel, and follow it there. Watch us play these games live, most likely on a Thursday every week around 7:30 p.m. UK time, and join me over there. Trust me, guys, genuinely, if you are watching this YouTube video right now and you haven't seen me before, drop a sub first of all, thank you very much, and check the link in the bio and genuinely come to the Twitch streams. We have a wonderful community. You join most streams, get involved in the community games that we play, as well as the Twitch shows that I do as well. You won't regret it. I do promise you won't regret it. And if you're looking for community, you can join our Discord as well and get involved in the conversations and things that we do there. We have a weekly movie club as well, where we watch a film decided by the community. We also have a sub-only Minecraft server that you can join as well. So many things for your entertainment and your enjoyment. Make sure you click that link in the bio, guys, and drop a sub right now. You will not regret it. I genuinely promise that. That is a Floppylegss guarantee. You will not regret joining this community. I promise you. I really, really do. Thanks for coming through. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you when I see you.